Saxby Chambliss of Georgia. He's a member of the Armed Services and Intelligence Committee. Senator Chambliss, this reminds me of 1968 after Tet, when General Westmoreland said, "We can't win that war in Vietnam with 500,000 soldiers. I need 250,000 more." That said to me, we can't win it. This guy's talking more numbers when he's really talking the mission's not working. Do you believe that even with 40,000 more troops, that we can achieve the mission of nation building in Afghanistan?
Well, I'm not sure that 40,000 is the right number, Chris. I think whatever General McCrystal says he needs is what the number ought to be. It may be more troops now, could be more later, could be less later, I don't know. But here's what I do know. We had an experience in Iraq where we had a very dysfunctional government because we had a lot of violence going on. When we increased the numbers of troops in Iraq and we had a change in strategy with the surge, we started restoring peace in the whole community of Iraq. And once we restored peace all around that country, then we were able to move forward with having success. We saw stability in the government all of a sudden. We saw the people of Iraq getting on board with us. Right now in Afghanistan, we have the same scenario. The theater's different, the contrasts are different, but still, we've got to have sufficient troops under General McCrystal's control to establish peace in that country. If we don't do that, then we'll never achieve success.
Do you believe, same question I asked before, do you believe that the Pakistan government, Zardari's government, is really on our side against the Taliban in Afghanistan? Not they're against their own Taliban to some extent. Are they really on our side? Because historically, that government has supported the Taliban in Afghanistan.
Well, I mean, obviously, you've hit at kind of the heart of this thing, Chris, because you can't decouple Pakistan from Afghanistan. We've got to have a commitment from the Pacs to provide us assistance if we're going to prevail. Otherwise, you're going to continue to have these folks go back and forth across the border. Right now, I'm not sure the answer to your question is in the affirmative. We haven't seen the right kind of signs coming out of the Pacs, but we do know that they're giving us some permission to carry out some military operations that have been very beneficial, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to have some sort of cooperative spirit with them that will allow us to get a more favorable reaction from the Pak government as well as from the Pakistani people.
What do you think of the government in Kabul? I mean, that election's a little bit murky, to put it lightly. Lots of talks of what we used to call in this country, in our big cities, irregularities, meaning cheating. Do you think there was enough cheating by Karzai to steal that election?
Well, I'm not sure whether he stole it or what, but you and I have been through enough elections to know that when you have 100% of the vote and a significant vote going to one candidate and all other candidates get zero, something's askew there.
Yeah. Well, what about losing a Georgia boy or a Georgia woman, a young woman gets killed down there? Are they getting killed for that government that may be crooked?
Well, there's no question but what there's an awful lot of corruption in the Karzai government. That's one of the ultimate issues that's going to have to be resolved. We're going to have to rid that government of corruption, and that's not going to be easy. But we're not even going to be able to do that until we establish peace and have some success in that realm. Here's what bothers me about delaying this decision too, Chris, and that is we do have Georgians that are dying over there. And I don't like that. I don't like it under the best of scenarios. But here the president has had this report from General McCrystal for 30 days now, as of today. And we still don't have a decision that's been made by the administration on what we're going to do. We've got to move forward, and we've got to be able to protect those folks. And I don't think we're giving them the best protection right now that we can.
Okay, well said. Thank you very much, Senator Saxby Chambliss of Georgia. Coming up,